It's always fun to talk to Dan Smith on a Monday morning. Friends of Mountain Rescue, keeping all of us safe. And we're going to talk a little bit about snow and avalanches.
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily keep you safe. We get you out of trouble once you get in it. And
Okay.
Well, there's a significant difference there. You're the one that's going to keep you safe, whether it's an avalanche terrain or on Vail Mountain skiing too close to a tree well or going to a hut or any of the things we do up here that we all just dearly enjoy. The person that keeps you safe is you.
But your advice and following it is a pretty important factor in that.
Sometimes following the old guy's advice isn't necessarily the right thing to do, but it's probably the safe thing to do. Avalanche conditions right now are moderate, and that word moderate has an interesting impact on business. People, when it's moderate, go on out. Well, moderate just means it's not going to run a lot, but we had 3 last week in Vail, 3 avalanches. Nobody was in them. They were observed, probably had many more. The snow is consolidating, it's coming together. Checked with CAIC this morning, that's why I'm looking down at my little piece of paper here. You are less likely to trigger one, but if you trigger one, it's going to be big, bad, and ugly. Because it's going to go right down to the ground, and it's going to be 3, 4, 5 feet deep, which is pretty rare for us. 3 feet's about the normal. But it's going to go to the ground, and it's going to take you out, and you're in for a ride.
I feel like we've had a very active December as far as avalanches.
We have, because we get this icy layer that starts, which we almost do every year, and then a lot of heavy snow, 111 inches on the mountain so far, on top of it. And when you trigger it, it's going to slide. So the best thing to do is to stay at low angles, not have stuff up above you that's high angle. It's pretty hard to do, but you got to work at it. And watch the triggers you're going to go over. If you see some rocks sticking out, well, the snow above those rocks is probably thinner than the base snow. If you cut that thin snow, you could trigger an avalanche. Small trees can trigger an avalanche because the snow is thinner below them. Any place you can go through snow that's not like the rest of the snow, you have a chance of triggering an avalanche. And you're not getting any warning in this kind of snowpack. It's just going to go.
Now that is some pretty good advice, but you know, if you are going to go into the backcountry, you should take one of these courses so you can learn a lot more about, you know, snow safety, what triggers, and all sorts of things like that.
At least companion rescue, but companion rescue and Avi 1 together. So one, you know how to get somebody out if you get in trouble, and 2, how not to get in trouble. That's the more people that take the Avi courses before they go out, instead of, hey, I got my new AT set up, let's go. That one doesn't work real well if you're not experienced. And don't go alone.
Absolutely.
Got to go with people that have at least your skill set, hopefully a better skill set than you. If you're the dumbest one on the party, you're probably safe.
That, and you have to practice. I mean, you can't just go get a beacon and say, hey, I got a beacon for Christmas, I'm good to go. You actually have to go out and practice with it, and hopefully practice with the people that you plan to go out with, so everyone is assured of everyone's abilities.
And all these mapping and route finding skills we talk about in the other 3 seasons of the year apply just as much, if not more, right now, because you can't see trails. All you see is white, and it's, you know, trying to pick your way through that can be fun. So know where you're going, tell somebody when you're going to be back, tell them to call 911 if you don't come back.
Well, we're going to check in with our local weather next, and then we're going to be back in a little bit, and we're going to be talking snow machines, so stay with us.